Hello, Fergus. How you doing, man? Hey, Sakumo. Hello, Stando. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well, guys. Hello, deleted. You're not first. You're second. Close one. Close. What's up, Isaac? Hello, Sean Cassie. Hello. I'm always first. Can see. Uh, the problem is that I have one monitor at the moment, so I have to use my phone. But my phone keeps um D2 George. I'm gonna prime man. Appreciate it. What's up, Salas? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. One second. I need to make sure that my because I have one monitor and I'm on two chats. I'm on two chats. I would like to make sure I have one chat on the phone, one chat on the screen. Actually, I don't need one chat on the phone, one chat on the screen if I alt tab anyways. So I'm gonna alt tab to rechat, guys. I'm gonna be talking about patch notes regardless most of the time today. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna play because the setup is absolutely horrendous. It's so like it's horrible. I don't have a mouse pad. My chair is about to fall off. The table moves with every sweep, so I can already play. How many hours do you think someone would have to play to hit champion? A lot. At least 1,000. Looking good again, thank you. But I definitely need a haircut, and I definitely need a shave. But could. Everybody's wondering why do I look like I sit in a hotel room, and I promise I will tell you guys everything. Oh, consider rebirth. Definitely not. Definitely not. We'll just wait for some chatters to hop on in.
We're in this together. All of us. Double, right on the money. Triple kill. I almost feel bad for them. Efficient design.
Why does it sound so loud? What the hell? Sounds a little bit louder than it should be. I don't know why. Do you think Vendetta is good now? Forgot what they changed. We'll look into it in a bit. Vaster, hello, what's up? Hello, Cora. Hello, all the people that usually watch me, and hello to new names. Yeah, you know what I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand. I was looking at it like I was looking at the leaderboards, and I couldn't understand jack shit. I didn't understand anything. But I probably might not be the only person. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it not loading? I'm surprised it even runs the pat. Like I'm surprised it even has my internet runs here. We're season 20. Why is it not showing? Why is it not loading for me? Are you on the laptop? No, I'm on my PC. You awkward or anyone in chat and plot? I got a question about off angles, rotational Anna. Do you want to take angles the beginning or mid five? Okay, wait. Does it show? Okay, finally showed. I don't understand this. I don't understand anything about what the hell I just saw. This guy is champion 3, but he's more than this guy. He's higher ranked than this guy. This guy, like, I don't know. What the fuck's going on? Can somebody explain that to me? So you need 4,000 challenger score. And what do you need to do in order to get a 4,000 challenger score? It's based off skill points, which you earn for wins. But isn't it easy? I mean, it's not, isn't it? It's not a question. It is a lot easier to earn wins in plat compared to champion. Higher rank gives more points. In what like the what difference? Like in what difference? So like how many points does the champ get per win? How many points does the plat get per win? Champ gets like 200 per diamond, gives you like 30. Oh, okay. But technically speaking, assuming diamond player plays 20 games, champion players play 400 games, 2 games. Sorry, not 400 games, 2 games. Does that mean that diamond player now is more leaderboard position than champ player? Actually, no, it's not 20 and 2. Let's just say champ player plays 20 games, diamond player plays 200 games. Does that now mean that the diamond player is going to show higher than the champ player? I feel like Overwatch leaderboards has always been confusing as fuck. I don't think so. I think it was pretty straightforward. The friendly gal, thank you so much for 11 months, man. Appreciate it. If you're lower elo in higher elo lobbies, your penalty for losing is less. Lower elo in higher. Okay. Sophia, thank you for the 22 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know. Seems weird. I think that the reason why I think they've made this is they try to see if they can keep some sort of retention on people with this and play more buying skins, I guess. Okay, I see, I see. Anyways, let me make kind of quick announcements to answer why do I look like I'm sitting in a hotel room? Because you would be correct. You would be fairly correct. It's not exactly a hotel room. It's more like an Airbnb, but the same thing. Same concept. It's not exactly a hotel room, but it's close. The reason why I am sitting in an Airbnb is because I have moved countries. No, my house did not get bombed. My house is safe, and kind of. I mean, I usually don't like to dwell too much into my personal life, but I'm more than happy to share. For some reason, my chat isn't working on Twitch. I don't know why. Hope the stream is still working. The internet here, I don't know. It seems stable, but now it might be a little bit unstable. Why is it connecting to chat? Why is it not letting me? Fuck. Keep saying connecting to chat. Why is it connecting to chat? Let me see the chat. See what you guys are saying. Yeah, it is 10 p.m. But I don't know why it's saying in chat, like it says connecting to chat. I can only see what you guys are saying when I refresh. Let me check my phone. What if I do it on my phone? Fuck. All right. Let me see if I can pull up Twitch on the phone. He's in Mongolia, close. Does it say the same thing? No, it doesn't. Okay, okay. At least on the phone it's working. No, it's not. Never mind. The phone is not working. Wait, let me see. Let me fix that. I mean, on YouTube it does. On YouTube it does work. So have an idea. Have an idea. Let's try now. Please work. Please work. Nah, fuck. Fuck. So glad you finally moved to China. No, it didn't work. Shit. Wait, give me a second. I tried something here. It did not work. Why on YouTube it works though? That's what I don't understand. On YouTube everything works fine. Let me see. Let me try something here. I'm gonna restart the browser here. Okay, what the fuck? There's so the thing is, I'm like the way I'm trying to make this work is through like exit lag or something. No, not an ad, but I suspect that's why it happened. And I wonder if I can apply a route. Okay, okay, this actually worked. No way. You can move servers from where you're looking at Twitch. I don't know why would anybody do that, but sure. Okay, so as I said, I moved. The reason why I look like I'm in a showroom because I'm in an Airbnb and I moved the country, um, and I'm in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, at the moment. Uh, Not gonna kind of explain too much why I've made that decision or not made that decision, but it has nothing to do with Israel. I like Israel a lot, love Israel. It's a great place, and I also would like to kind of like say something about my old apartment and something a little bit more personal. Is that everybody was kind of most people who made comments about the house that I previously lived in is they said they looked like it was very very old or like it looked like their grandparents' house, and there they was actually my grandparents' house. So let me just share a little bit something a little bit more personal. Um, quite some times ago, like 1 or 2 years ago, something like that. No, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, a lot more than 2 years ago now. My my grandmother passed away. I had a grandfather; he also passed away a few years back, and my grandmother was left alone by herself, um, and she also passed away about 2 years ago. And I have a very very small family. I don't have many relatives. I have a very very small family. Um, I have the side of my mother is pretty much non-existent. There's nobody. And my father's side, well, there were my grandparents, which were his father and his mother, and also his brother, and also his brother, which would be my cousin wife. Uh, so long time ago, my cousin passed away, which was my father's brother. He passed away, and pretty recently, in recent years, my both of my grandparents passed away. So basically, I don't have a big family, and because it was like my father's mother, my father took it pretty. I mean, it's not pleasant when your mother passes away. And at the time, back in the day, I was looking for apartments to live. I was, if you remember, my old setup, like 4 years ago, 4 years, no, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. The room with the bed near next to me, it was my parents' house. So at a time like 3 years ago, something like that, I was looking for apartments to live in. I was kind of apartment like not hopping, but I was like looking to somewhere to live. And my grandmother happened to pass away, and I was talking to my father, and he said that he doesn't feel comfortable renting the apartment. It was my grandmother's house. She owned the house, and she passed away. My father basically asked me if I could live in that house because he doesn't feel ready emotionally, feel ready to rent it yet because they had a bunch of stuff that they brought over from many years ago from the Ukraine, childhood memories, and all that type of stuff. So he said, I'm not. I feel like I can't rent it yet. It's not for me. If you can, you please live there. And I said, ideally, I don't. want to do that. I don't want to do that. I prefer for you guys to, like, rent to someone else. Basically, I did it for my father. I lived with my grandparents' house for my father. Uh, but time went by, and I didn't want to live in my grandmother's house anymore, or grandparents' house anymore, for two reasons. Number one is that I'm 28, and it's not like it's old by any means, but I've lived pretty much in the same area, like not the same area, but around the same city my entire life. I've been traveling the world. I've been, enjoying stuff, and I wanted to live somewhere else by myself. And I also lived in the U.S. for a few months, a few years back. But yeah, so I decided that I wanted to try something new, and not because something like back in where I lived was bad. It's because I wanted to try something new. Like, I woke up, I did the things that I supposed to do, and it was great. I loved it, but I wanted to kind of like a little bit of a change in my life. I wanted to, like, live independently from everyone, and basically be more uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Be more uncomfortable. Um, yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much. So I decided. So I was traveling in the to the UAE in the past few years a few times, and I quite enjoyed here. I've quite enjoyed being here. It's many people from many different parts of the world. A lot of Israelis, surprisingly, are here. I didn't know, but I met a few people, and they kind of we talked through. I decided, let's give it a try. So I decided to move to the UAE to see how things are like. And let me tell you, one of the biggest things as to what kind of brought me in, and I'm gonna be super transparent about this. There's no taxes here. Hey, like, you pay zero taxes. You pay zero taxes. It's I don't know how else to go about this. How else would I say this in the nicest way possible? But there are no taxes around here, and when I live in Israel, the taxes were really really bad, like real bad. When I say real bad, and if there are fellow Israelis in here, uh, there are great things about Israel, phenomenal things about Israel. I love Israel. Tax is not one of those things that I like about Israel. It's very very high, and when people wonder how high, is that you end up paying over, like, if you accumulate value added tax like VAT, personal income tax, social security, you end up paying over easily over 50% to 60% easy, and it only raises every year. Like, it goes up by 1%, to 1% almost every year at this point in time. Uh, so it's pretty brutal. So for every, let's say, $10,000 you would make, you would have to pay 5K in taxes at least. How's the ping in Dubai? Not that much more than Israel. Not that much more than Israel. Um, is rent expensive where you are? Yes, but rent in Israel is also expensive. And when you pay, take away the fact that you don't pay taxes here, the trade off is a no brainer. The standard living cost high? No, no. The only thing that is expensive. So yes, I am in Dubai. I don't mind saying that I'm in Dubai, because it's a safe city, and not that in Israel it's not safe. It's just Israel is a very very small place. I don't want fucking people to show up at my door or anything like that. I prefer to keep my life in general private, my personal stuff private. But when I make a big change like that, and let me tell you, it's also, well, we've progressed together. Like, in the past year, I've been streaming a lot. I've been making a lot of videos. I've been talking about stuff that are not necessarily related to the game. And I think that the minimum thing that I can do to the people that watch me every time that I go live is at least to tell them the truth, at least tell them the surface level parts about my life. And I think I've shared a little bit more than I wanted to, um, about my grandparents and all that stuff. So yes, guys, if you said that my old place, look like your grandparents' place because it was my grandparents' place. And one of the things, by the way, the reason why I wanted to move out of that grandparents' house is because like don't play some tragic music here. But I saw both of my grandparents pass away in that house. I was there when they passed away. Uh, and it was not. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant to see people that you love die in front of you. It's very not pleasant. And I have some good memories from that house, but the last thing that I saw in those house in the span of like 3 years is that my grandfather that I loved passed away in front of my face. And my grandmother passed away in front of my face, and me also trying to, bring her back to life. Um, and that's why I wanted to move out of the house. But I did my father like a favor because he had a lot of sentimental value in that house. Just didn't he didn't want to rent it to strangers gonna rip about the whole place. So yeah, it's not like anything bad. Not it's not like anything bad was happening. It's like just I wanted to try something new and be a little bit more uncomfortable, pay some big boy bills. You and your father are good terms, yeah, yeah. Me and my family are on great terms, yeah. I'm sorry about my babushka and dedushka. Thanks, thanks. It was it was quite some time ago, yeah. We move on. We move on. It's unfortunate, but we move on. So yeah, I've made that decision. If you have any questions about my decision, the why, I'll be super transparent. I love. I'll tell you whatever it is. But it's very like one of the things that I was concerned about, especially with the little Israeli people that watch me, is that they would think that I just like anti-Israel or don't like Israel. No, man, I love Israel. I love Israel. I love that place. But at that point in time, I wanted to try something new, and the taxes were fucking killing me. And with every year, there's also always a new tax code that is happening that fucks you up, man. It's you know, I make okay money. I'd like to enjoy, or rather, not enjoy, improve the quality of my life with that money, and what is getting really, really hard in Israel. Do you have any plans job wise? Well, I do. I coach video games for a living. I do Rank Up Academy. I have my YouTube videos. I have Twitch. That's what I do. Well, I'm probably not going to be in the next election deleted, so I I don't know what to tell you. Uh, but yeah, I'm not here to shit on Israel. I love the country. It's great. There are problems like with every country. But at the point where I'm at in my life, the problems that I've had in Israel are kind of like non-existent here. So yeah, my grandma had 6 brothers she had to bury, so I understand how hard it's hard, awkward. Hey, good for you, man. New environment for change. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I live in Dubai now, and also not something I've wanted to share, but since I am sharing, I might as well just do that. I I haven't moved by myself here. I actually have a girlfriend. I've had a girlfriend for quite some time now. And the reason why I don't share that is because I don't see any net positive with sharing those things. And I've had a girlfriend for quite some time now. It's not like a couple months thing or anything like that. And also, I would like to raise a family very, very, very soon. Very soon. Also, would like to have kids, and ideally as many as I can, because I like kids. I think kids are great. So yeah, so I and also You're blushing. It's not that I'm blushing. It's not that I'm blushing. It's more so the fact that I don't like to have my personal life aired out on the internet, especially in Overwatch, where people are could be cuckoo. Could be cuckoo. Yeah. Y- Yes, that's where I'm at. I also like to raise a family. And based on how I kind of like view things, and I kind of talk about these things, is that I provide for everything. I don't say this subtle flex. If for you it's different, good for you. I don't care. And you probably shouldn't care too much about how I do things, if whatever you're doing is working. But basically, I believe in provision, and I basically pay for everything for all this stuff. Uh, I I don't. I have never even seen. My girlfriend has a driver's license, and I've never seen her drive a single time. She never drove a car when she was with me. I always do the driving. I always do the picking up. I always do the paying. I always do the scheduling. I always do the this, and that. That's kind of my relationship dynamic. So basically, I also pay for everything, and now doing the stuff together, it now means that I have to pay for two people, which is something I've done even in Israel. Uh, which let me tell you, like being with a girlfriend back in Israel, we didn't live together or anything like that, uh, and we didn't live any or anything like that, so you didn't really have to cover for any part of the rent or any part of insurance or whatever it may be. But now, well, the most of the things that I took care of is like trips, food, entertainment, movies, zoo, flying to somewhere. Yeah, but now, yeah, you pay for insurances, which are quite expensive here in the UAE. Pay for insurances, pay for literally anything, whatever it may be. Uh, so yeah, that is a little bit more expensive, but that's I think that's kind of a part of life. We all that's amazing, man. Do you plan to continue streaming while having a family? Oh, well, the family is not happening right now, but it's in the near future. It's in the near future. I mean, when I say near future, I don't mean like I'm not thinking about having kids in 3 years. I'm thinking about kids will come very, very like they'll be soon. I mean, but yeah, of course, I will stream. I will stream. I will do the thing. I really enjoy what I do. I've came to. I was kind of like in the past, let's say 3 years until Rank Up Academy kind of kicked off, I kind of were not sure what direction I'd like to go with what I do, but things have been I've been putting a lot of work in the past year and a half, a lot of work into Rank Up Academy, into streaming, into uploading content, and there's still plenty more to do, and there's still plenty of things to do. And by the way, YouTube chat, I read what you're saying. Thank you for the kind words in the YouTube chat. I know there's like a troll that shows up every stream in the chat. That's why it's really hard for me to leave. Yeah. Is the longevity of Overwatch coaching a concern for having a family or moving? Yes, but having a business is concerned. Like when you have your own business, it's a concern with everything. Like what you could have a falafel shop, and tomorrow there would be fucking COVID or a war, then you would still get fucked. You know, like inherently, a business has its risks. I mean that's why there's a very high risk, but there's very high reward for with almost every business. Um, Jobs are way more secure. You know. Yeah, and what's with the saying is absolutely correct. There are no guarantees in life. You could be in a car accident tomorrow. That's what I believe. Um, I also believe that, and because I've lived in my grandparents' house, it's not that I didn't buy things, but I didn't really pay rent. My parents wouldn't take rent from me. They wouldn't. I paid all the bills and all that stuff, right, and everything of except the rent part. Uh, but what I'm saying is that because I didn't pay rent, I ended up saving some money, and I've came to the realization that I just don't like saving money. I don't like spending money like randomly, but I also don't like saving money because I feel like tomorrow I could literally get into a car accident and die, and then what did I accumulate the money for? So I've come into it like I've come into it with now I've come into it with a different strategy. Is that I'd like to pretend like some of the money that I have is going to go into as if I will live to 90 years old, right? And some of the money is going to be used as if I'm going to live for another five. You know. Now you could die and leave money for your kids. That is true, but also I think that personal beliefs, leaving money for the kids is great, but it depends on how much money you leave them. Now, of course, I'm not rich and I'm going to leave them millions of dollars or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But I also think there are plenty of bad things that could happen to your character when you become this like guy who inherited a bunch of money. You know, what sports car is that you're buying? For now, nothing. For now, nothing. What like moving into a different country and having to pay rent, insurances, and insurances are quite expensive. Like I'll kind of like if you're interested, I can say the numbers. I can tell you the numbers. Did you move your car too? No, I left it actually for my parents, and I told them they can sell it and just take the money. It will cover a decent amount of the rent that I owed them. You have investments? Yes, I do. I do. But I also like not the reason why I have the investments, right? It's not because I plan on like using them to have a lot of money in the future. It's mostly to battle inflation. That's pretty much where it's at. Because I think that a big thing, and that's like something that I've kind of looked into myself. A big thing about investments that people don't talk about is inflation. Like you have to understand that if you invest X amount of money and in 40 years you will have $2 million. Do you know what inflation will be in $40 million? Do you know what $2 million will be worth in 40 years, man? Is it mostly health insurance? Yeah, it's basically insurance. It covers for a doctor. So, truth be told, Israeli companies are phenomenal when it comes to a lot of things, and they make life convenient. And this is not an ad. This is not an ad by any means. I'm not sure if it's Israeli only company. I know they do international stuff, but if you're Israeli, not an ad. I'll give my personal recommendations. There's a travel insurance company that is called Passport Card. You can search up online, Passport Card. And they have a service that is called Passport Card Relocation. And basically, what they do is that they give you insurance on a monthly basis. You pay monthly, like um, with every insurance, but they cover the insurance globally no matter what. So basically, you have a credit card they give you, and when something happens or you have to go to the doctor or whatever, you simply show up. He tells you what the price for the surgery, dental check, whatever it may be that is covered in your insurance. And they cover a lot of things. You just pay with the card that the insurance gave you. Just pay with the card. They open up the sum, which is millions of millions of dollars, and you just you know. Hey guys, hey new people, what's up? My friend moved to Dubai. He got offered the same job he did here, but for like 30K pounds more. But he's only allowed to come back a certain amount of times per year. It's not that he's not allowed to come back. It's more so that you will not be a tax resident if you leave the country for more than like 180 days in a year. Haven't you lived together with Sean P? How did he take the news? Yeah, actually, since I'm sharing, let me just share most of the things. Yes, I've lived with Sean P, my friend, for about a year. He had a job at a city that is not close to where we lived, and he decided to move out because it was like logistically uncomfortable for him. So he moved out. It was like no bad blood. We're still great friends. We lived together, and the reason, by the way, we lived together because I invited him over. My grandparents' place was a 4-bedroom apartment, and I was living it by myself. It was I don't know how many square feet is that, but I would say it it was like 100 square meters, which is about 1,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms, and I lived there by myself. So I told Champi, "Hey, I have 3 rooms for free. You wanna no rent? You wanna live with me?" He said, "Yeah, of course. Why not? It would be cool." And we lived together for a year, and yeah, found a job, became uncomfortable to commute and all that stuff, so he left. Yeah, so it's David Shield, Valeria. You're right. It's David Shield, and they got acquired by Passport Card. It's not a bad insurance. If people who work there are dumb as hell. I think that a lot of dumb people work everywhere. you know. Awkward living in the EU is better financially because it's relatively expensive. I don't live in the EU. I don't live in the EU. Have you looked into any boxing gyms in Dubai yet? Not yet. I'm right now sitting in an Airbnb. I'm doing the whole I'm looking at apartments to rent. The market here is huge. There are so many apartments, so like a lot. And because I live with another person now, I have to find a layout so she's not going to be around me when I do my things. And also, when she does her things in her room, there will be no. Basically, there needs to be enough space so 2 people could live without bothering each other. In short, how is the food? You can eat what you want. Food is great. Food is great. Good. I still think Israeli food is better. Food in Israel is better, but here definitely not bad. Guys, I the YouTube chat. I'm sharing my personal stuff with you, which is something I haven't done ever. I don't think I've ever done that ever. But I decided to make a big change in my life, and I want to share with you. And just ignore the troll. There's a guy that shows up to my chat and he's crying in my chat and all that. He's trolling. It's rage baiting every time. So where we moved to, I moved to UAE, Dubai. I was looking at other Emirates, but they're not. Funny enough, they're not significantly cheaper. Is your girlfriend also a streamer? No, she's not a streamer. She's not a streamer. So streams are gonna slow down for a lot for now. Well, no, no. I would like to get into an apartment ASAP, and I don't have high standards of living. It's just about making her comfortable and us comfortable, so in a shared environment, because I want to do my thing without her bothering me or me bothering her. I'd like to move as fast as possible. I'm willing to put the fucking money so I can get back to work. I've been here since I've been here for a few days now, and every time, and this is something, that that I want to say, dude, doing not doing this, not opening up a Twitch stream, not running a coaching session in Rank Up Academy or private, not making YouTube video, not doing that. It's boring. I don't know. I can't. I've came to the point in my life where I cannot not do this. I love this. Like I love it. It maybe love it is not the word that I'm willing to to use. It's more so that I'm so happy with just doing work that everything else doesn't have the same payoff for me. I'll give you an example. Isn't Dubai where you can get arrested for holding your partner's hand in public? I hold my partner's hand in public, and nobody arrested me yet. No, so no, you can hold hands. Okay. But yeah, it's like when I look and I see like five members join Rank Up Academy. It's like fuck, it paid off. I love it. Every time I open up my stream, and look, we have 270 people on Twitch and 200 on YouTube. And every time the number goes up, damn, okay, I must have been doing something right. We have more people like chatting with me, more people watching me play, more people asking me questions. Like more people to chat about. Yeah, it's bro, it's I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, I love it. And I've come to realize nothing pays off, dude. Like I've been to this year to 2015. I've been on like three to four different vacations. Every time I've been in a vacation for more than 2 days, I just wanted to go fucking home, to open up the stream, to run a coaching session, to do whatever I want to do. I don't enjoy traveling almost whatsoever. The only thing that I do enjoy is doing my ski trips. My ski trips are a non-negotiable. Every year, 1 week, I do a ski trip. I love that. I love it. I love it. But even then, it's not like I laptop boom. I can't stream there because shit internet. But it does. Yeah. Did you get anti-Semitic interaction there? You feel safe there? Well, I feel very safe. I feel super safe here. Uh, yeah, I feel super safe. I've got nothing. I feel super safe here, and also, uh, anti-Semitic. You have like at the end of the day, it's an Arab country, and I am in Israel, and I understand that a lot of people that will know that I'm from Israel will maybe not like it. Maybe I don't know. But what is important is that they don't act like, even if they know somebody doesn't like me, he can't say jack shit. He can't say anything. He won't do anything. He can't say anything. So, you know. Do you think UAE is a forever thing, or do you think you will move out eventually? I don't want to think about it too much at the moment, Daltex. I don't know what the future holds. I just showed up here. I don't want to really be thinking about when I'm leaving. I think that's kind of it's important for me to make that psychological barrier. I don't like to think of when I am moving out, when I just came in. I don't know. I don't know. I love Israel. Uh, I don't like many other parts of the world. I mean, it depends. I've been to some place that I really like, but for now, this is going to be my home. And yeah, I don't know. Dubai has zero taxes. The entire UAE has zero taxes. Yeah, zero income tax. You don't pay taxes. Exactly what you earn on your paycheck or whatever you do, you keep in your pocket. Did you two break up? Me? Oh, I think you're responding to the other guy. Do you pay health insurance? Yes. So, transparently speaking, I talked about the insurance with the company that I think are great, but health insurance is actually quite expensive. Um, for two people, it's about $1,100 a month for two people. It's just health insurance. How does UAE exist without tax revenue? Just like most Arab states, oil. But they have a lot of tourists coming here. Just in Dubai this month, there have been 3 million tourists, 3 million people in that city for like in the past month. Do you still play Rivals? Yes, I do, Jay. Why are we banning this clown? My patient is being tested. Listen, man, he's rage baiting. Don't eat the rage bait. Do you ski or snowboard? I do snowboard. Yeah, look, I didn't look. I knew that some American is gonna show up and say 1100. That's nothing. I know, I know, I know. My condolences. I don't know. I don't know. But at least I can tell you that the service here in terms of like the insurance stuff is great. It's like top notch. How much do you have to take out for taxes as the creator here or in Israel? The UAE still has their other taxes, just not income tax. It has 5% VAT. And 5%, like in California, for reference, what is California? 16%? How much is California? VAT. I forgot. The most expensive in the US, I believe. 12 and a half or 15? How much is that? Does snowboarding have the same risk as ski for ACL tearing? I don't know exactly about like the ACL tearing specifically, but last time my friend broke his leg, so it was not pleasant. You awkward stuff, American hate. It's not American hate, man. It's just that you guys pay a lot of money for insurance. I love America. Don't get me wrong. I love America, and I love Americans. Are you still gonna be on EU servers? Yeah. My ping is a little bit higher. It's like 120-ish, but in Israel it's at like 80. It is difference, but it's not a lot. I pay 500 for insurance. $500 for insurance or 500 shekels for insurance? $500 for insurance? Play Middle East? No, I've heard that it's horrible servers. I've heard that it's really bad servers. To be honest, the Middle East servers have like very low ping, 35 to 40, super low ping. I've never had that low of a ping before unless I was traveling, but horrible servers. There's a reason why all the Saudis play in Europe. Tried for content. One time I got put in. I will not forget. One time I got randomly put in Middle East servers. Dear Lord, man. Can Israeli get a rank 1 Middle Eastern servers with the Israeli flag? I just got GM5, although I still want to climb. Can your website help me from GM up and upward GM? Is GM the roof? Well, GM is not the roof. There's still champion to go through. My website will not be able to help you rank up, but our coaching services that you sign up through our website will help you. The website itself won't help, but the coaching service will help, yeah. What's horrible about the servers if not the ping? Throwers, levers, boosters, boosted, everybody's flaming each other. Yeah, horrible. What country are you moving to? Already moved, said UAE. So if you guys have any other questions, I mean, I would love. This is the time. You know, on average, I share about my personal life maybe once every 10 years. So now would be a good time to ask. They're just upset Farah is bisexual that she's lesbian. Does your girlfriend play Overwatch? No. She tried, but no. Why did you move out? Don't you like Israel? No, I already said I love Israel. Don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of Israeli people who watch me, and I don't want you to ever think that I don't like Israel. I love Israel. It's great. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love Israel. How did you become a coach? Well, that story it's not personal. I've shared that before. When I quit being a pro player, I was looking for other things to do to pay some bills in the meantime, and I got contacted by a girl who streams for coaching. And instead of saying no, I don't know how to coach, I've never done that before, I said yes because let's try. And we had a really good coaching session. She ranked up, she did way better, and I realized, okay, you know what, this might be a good idea. And then I went on with that. Do you have any plans for like new projects for your channel? Like what? Is it difficult moving with the PC and all that? It's not difficult. You just put it in the luggage and you pray that they don't throw it like maniacs. And you also be prepared to be asked by security and be brought, especially when you go to the US, man. If you go to the US with your PC, be prepared to be investigated because that shit looks like a bomb. Will you be playing Overwatch on stream today? I'm not gonna be playing because the setup here is so bad. It's just like it's not my setup. I still have not in my own place, and the table here is exactly like this. It barely fits the monitor, and I also threw my mouse pad because it's old, and I want to get a new one here because I haven't swapped my mouse pad in like five years. Where do you want to take Rank Up Academy in the future? What are your end game goals? It is the brand. I would love end game, a lot of games, more than just two. And we would like to make also a big upgrade on the community environment in Rank Up Academy. Question: do you offer refunds if you don't like the coaching you give? If you don't like the coaching you receive, is that what you mean? Well, to be honest, we try to be as fair as possible. And when we notice, which doesn't happen quite frequently, when we notice that people are um, not getting the results that they expected, we and they put in the work, of course, we try to help them more than what they paid for. Ranking people actually ranking up is super important to us. In Rank Up Academy in Overwatch, over 90% of players have ranked up out of about 2,000 people that have joined all time. Um, and from the 10% that didn't, well, some of them transparently just quit. Just quit. And they're like, oh, yeah, like nothing works, I suck, or but the other like approximately 5%, we gave them the extra work, the extra VOD review. I ran some, we try to help. We try to help in short. We make no promises. We don't promise that you'll rank up. It's just that if you put in the work and you listen, it's very likely that you will be you'll rank up. It's very likely. How do you know? How do I know? Because 9 out of 10 people that work with us do. Do you ever meet people that generally cannot rank up no matter how hard they try? No. Most of the time, no. No. Unless they have like physical problems. Usually, sometimes when I see people not ranking up, it's because sometimes of like physical problems, like they have bad eyesight or they have bad hearing or something like that. They have a lot of trouble because at the end of the day, Overwatch is a very kind of a fit. You need to see stuff. You need to hear stuff. It's very difficult. Or low IQ. Low IQ usually is not an issue. Max, thank you so much for the 2 months, man. Yeah, I did move, Max. Good to have you here, man. Is the weather outside good now? Now it's actually like in Dubai is actually the time to be around Christmas. There's like a bunch of Christmas decorations in here everywhere you go. All the big nice Christmas trees and all the Santas and all that stuff. But mostly because the weather is nice. The weather is really good right now. It's you walk with a short sleeve and nice wind. It's great. It's awesome. Are you going to the Misfits fight? No, man. I've got more important things to do. More important things to do, man. I have to fucking find a place to live. Still in Israel now. I subbed to Rank Up Academy some times ago, 1-2 years ago. It didn't work out, or I left. No hurt feelings. I just suck. Uh, if that's the case, and you'd like to give us another shot, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if we can help. If we can give you a little bit of an something that will help. Whether it's a specific class tailored to your needs, because we improved our service quite a lot in the past 2 years. How someone could be a coach in Rank Up Academy? Well, first of all, you have to be part of Rank Up Academy. All coaches in Rank Up Academy were former students. That would be the first one. The second one is be high ranked. I will keep. As Dubich, I know that you are doing the rage bait thing. I don't know why you keep doing this, but why do you think that Rank Up Academy is a scam? Sham? Sham is a scam? I'm assuming. Why do you think it's scam? What makes you say that? 2 degrees Fahrenheit where I am? Where the hell are you, man? Iceland? Greenland? Where are you, man? And what's your free content on Rank Up Academy and ranked up from Gold 2 to Diamond 5? By the way, more free content coming soon. Whoa! Whoa! Max No 4. Thank you for the 50 gifted, bro. Thank you, dude. Bro, where did this come from, bro? Thank you so much, dude. Thanks, man. I'll be transparent. It helps me a lot right now, The rent here is pretty high. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Jokes aside, thank you so much, dude. You can learn just as much watching another streamer without throwing money down the drain. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Um, Awkward truly make plenty of money from Rank Up Academy. I don't know what you consider plenty of money. I don't know what you consider plenty of money. Um, but I don't complain. You know, like I'm not crying about my financial situation or something. Also, it makes me sick to watch you share your sob story to elicit donations from viewers. Dude, no Max no 5 just gifted 50, but no one's donating any money, bro. And also, I definitely don't share anything about my personal life ever. And it's not a sub story. It's called life. It's not a sub story. Yes, a lot of people here lost their grandparents. Grandparents grow old and they die. Welcome to reality. Just ban the troll. You know what? You're right. Goodbye, Stubbage. Bye, man. You're right. You know, I was about to respond and say and like try to say something why I shouldn't ban him, but I came to the realization that you're just right. Just right. Here's Max though, the gifter on the YouTube chat as well. You're just right. Why did you move from Israel? I know you probably answered it already. I'm gonna say this is the last time. I just wanted to move into a new chapter of my life. I love Israel. I have nothing against Israel besides the taxes. But yeah, I just want to try something new. How do you pick the name Awkward? Yeah, that's something that I'm not sharing at the moment. Do you think console is harder than PC to hit champ on because of the Zimmers? It might be. I never play console, so I couldn't really tell you. Do you have any interest in playing fighting games? I feel like your mentality would gamer much success in the genre. I don't have particular interest, but you never know in the future. Why not greener place? It's actually pretty green. Surprisingly, it's pretty green. I mean, it depends where you live, but it's quite green here, believe it or not. Are you traveling back to Israel to see your parents, or do you prefer them to come? Both, both. I'll come back. They'll show up here. My parents have been here quite a few times. They enjoy the place to on vacation, and yeah. But the setup is super budget, man. I wish I could show you. I mean, I could probably show you, but just so you understand how everything's plugged up. Let me see if I can do something. Now I actually can't. I actually can't because if I fuck up my setup, it will all break. Let me show you. Wait, maybe I can move the camera a bit. Look. Okay, so here's. Oh, you can see it. Here's. Okay, let's do this. I have an idea. Give me a second. Can you hear me from here even? Take a pic from your phone? Oh, good idea. Why didn't I think about that? Okay, guys, look at my Discord. Oh, shit. No. What did I do? Like this? Like this. Okay. Why do you not teach about aiming more? I know people put a high emphasis on it, but other coaches like Wizard Hang do a good explanation on how to aim. Because your aim is not something you can improve in short time. It's something that comes with time through right decision making. I believe that in terms of value of spending time on learning something, aim is probably going to be the least of the product, like one of the productive things you can do if you want to rank up in the game. Trust me, there's no ulterior motive. If I truly believe that aiming is important, like teaching people how to aim is important, um, I would. It's not like I run some conspiracy theory against aim training or something. Will you be having your girlfriend on stream, or would you rather not? I would rather not. I would rather not have my personal life displayed on stream. Um, I was considering it one time in the past, but I've came to realization that there's literally no good reason to do so. The internet is sometimes a very, very weird place, and I'm not saying any of you are necessarily weird, but it's not like only you guys are in on the internet. Where do you send in Discord? I'm just taking a picture right now. Let me check out Discord. It's in the public Discord. It's in general chat. Let me take a photo. I just wanted you all to pay attention to how my camera is plugged, like how my camera is attached. And let me tell you, that chair that you will see in the picture is not stable at all. Let me show it up on the stream. Let me pull up it on the stream. But fucking chair, man. And the chair is also garbage. Wait, let me show you. Let me open the picture. Okay, look. Here we go. That's the setup. It's a very, very low table, horrible chair, and I put a chair next to it so I can attach the microphone and also attach the camera. But let me tell you that it's very it's not stable. I'll just put it that way. It's not stable. It's not stable. Yeah, it's horrible. It's pretty bad. It's real bad. I bet the owner of the B&B house make this table in his shop. Do it. Yeah, college dorm room setup, pretty much, But I'm gonna be honest. I got my like my table at the old house from IKEA. Best long, less one. Best table I've ever had, and it barely costs anything. And apparently, here on IKEA here it costs even half the fucking price. I'm gonna get it ASAP. Yeah, that setup is not great. I can't really play here. That's why. Yeah, no mouse pad for now. No mouse for now. I'll get a new one. Table name. It's called Trotten here. Trotten. This one. But your message failed to send. Why did it fail to send? Bamboo, I assume. I don't know what it was made of. It was white. It was white. And if you wanted to lift it up, you would just do this, and it would go up. And if you do this, it would go down. It'd come down. Are you IRL friends with Crandup? No, I am not. Are you gonna do chatting streams or VOD reviews, coaching in the meantime? Yes. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream every day, as much as I can. Also, the time zone, there was a change here. There has been a jump of in 2 hours. So where I was right now, it would be 9 p.m. Now it's 11 p.m. and it would be 9 p.m. Which makes it a little bit hard there because I need to stay more awake to engage with the American audience. Yeah. If you haven't already, I highly recommend visiting Finse, Norway, for a skiing trip. Beautiful place with lovely hotel stay, and it happens to be the plant house in Star Wars was filmed. It's pretty cool. So yeah, but I also look horrible. I need a haircut. I need to shave, but I generally don't know anything here. Like I do know some people, but I don't know anything here. And like I don't know any barbers or something. Yeah, like everything that I'm used to, I don't know anybody. I have to like it's all from scratch. You have to find a barber that does a good job that you like and all that stuff. Um, you have to find a gym, but to be honest, good news is that uh, here standard of living, most of your apartments they show up with a gym and pool and a swimming pool, which is nice. I mean, depends on how luxurious where you live is at. If it's like more high end, the gym is gonna be better. If it's low end, your gym is gonna be pretty horrible. Yeah. You can go indoor snowboarding there in Dubai. I saw that, but it's like one slope, which is short. What is your skiing destination? I don't know. Last time I was in France, but I don't know. I don't know. Every year something different. Is that a polo short you're wearing? You could say so, yeah. Is the Airbnb nice you're in now? It's actually pretty nice. Look, let me. No, I actually don't want to dox myself. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice, but it's not. It's not super big. I mean, the living room is huge. The room itself is pretty tiny. So on my right, about 3 steps, there's the toilet, which is pretty big. Here I'm hitting a wall. There's a wall here, which has the closet, and it's just 2 beds. I don't know why there's like a bed over there. There's a big bed behind me, but I don't know why there's a small bed over there. I'm assuming where people come with their kids and they have a kid. She sleeps next to them, which is a little bit odd, but whatever. Uh, are you planning to join a boxing gym sometimes once you settle? As soon as I settle, I would look for a boxing gym. Yes, for sure. But I'd like yeah, I need to see the quality of the gyms here and stuff and who's training because well, because I have to be a little bit careful. I'm Israeli after all. I know that public perception might not be people be fond of me, and I think that walking into a gym from the get go, a boxing gym where people don't like you because of where you're from, could be a recipe for disaster. So yeah. Yo, ach, wait, why is it? I can't see the name, man. Abhishek, Abhishek, is that how Abhishek? With the 2000, I actually don't know what the currency is. Is that kind of looks like kind of looks like Batman currency? But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. I don't know. I can't even copy paste that to check. What is that currency, dude? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. What is the currency? The table is not representative of the quality of the house. Yeah, it's like a working desk. People put their laptop and work here. Thank you, dude. $22. Thank you so much, man. Indian rupees ain't that much. It's awesome, dude. It doesn't matter. Even if it was like one half a cent. Thank you so much, man. Means a lot. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is it his apartment or a hotel? It's an apartment that is in a like an Airbnb. Welcome back, Awkward. Just wanted to see what I missed that explains the new background. Happy for you. Hope everything works out well in Dubai for you, future family, brand, and coach and grind. Thank you, Diogo. Thank you. Is there gonna be no problem to come back to Israel from UAE? You know, the customs don't like Arabic countries. No, there will be no problem. I still hold on to my Israeli passport. I don't give up my passport, of course. Um, but yeah, there's no issue. There's no issue. W, bro. Abhishek, a W, W. And happy to help, dude. But yeah, I have no complaints about the house, but oh my god, that's fucking expensive. You wouldn't believe it. Did you have to get a citizenship? It's a residency. Residency and citizenship are two different things. No one, no foreigner gets citizenship here. Not a single one. Residency is a different thing. Yeah, you can be a resident here. Who do you think is the best Overwatch player of all time? Don't know. It's hard to tell. The game progresses so much, and people who used to be good wouldn't be good by today's standard. How much the apartment you're trying to get in? I don't know yet. I mean, I do have some sort of a budget, but I don't know. The housing market is quite expensive here. I'm not gonna lie. If you'd like me to be transparent, I paid like $1,100 for this Airbnb for a week. And but that's Airbnb. It's more expensive because it's short term. 1,100. It's a lot. Not to judge, just wondering. You need to do all that calculation with I'm Israeli, so I can't do boxing because it isn't safe. And you think about that stuff all the time on different scenarios. Is it worth living it like that? Well, I want to take that question and divide it in two different answers. I don't think about it like that. Here, I definitely feel safe. Definitely feel safe. It's just that usually martial arts like boxing gyms are usually, especially when you're new, there's more tension. There's more tension. And you have to kind of gain respect you most of the time. But yeah, it's not a day to day. And the second thing that I like to divide it is that, man, even in Israel, you have to think about safety all the time. You know, let's be real. You have to think about safety. It's not that it's not safe in Israel, but especially in times of war, you kind of have to look around when you go to a public place. Well, depends on where you go, of course. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. Have you ever hit rank 1 on DPS or tank? No, but I hit top 10 on these on the rules. It was flying, Tamer Washington. Oh no, it's not like I hide where I'm. Every time I get asked where I'm from, I always say Israel. There's no problem with that. It's at the boxing gyms, and it's not something. Listen, boxing gyms in general, even in Israel, you have to know where to you have to look, you have to sit in a class and watch how things go before you join. Some gyms are absolutely horrible and have really bad etiquette in their gyms. Uh, but and some gyms are really good. They have really good etiquette, and it's the same concern for me here. Except there's one extra layer that people just might not like you from where you're from. But it's not as if I am hiding where I'm from or I feel unsafe saying where I'm from. It's just specifically within the context of the confinement of a boxing gym. That's all. Proud of you, Awkward. I also want to thank you for getting me out of silver and getting me to Masters 5 with your videos. Really help a lot. Happy to be here for all these years, especially on YouTube. I'm also really glad you are here with us today. Looking forward to seeing you with more videos in future. Thank you, Isaac Netro, man. You have a gold name. No, I understand, deleted. I hope I answered. You got the answer. Is that it's only from the perspective of a boxing gym. That's all. Boxing gyms in general, I'm sure a lot of people can relate around the world. Some gyms are just horrible, like really bad. When I say really bad, I mean, hey guys, it's my first day here. People just full on blast your face, try to fucking kill you. It's like fuck you guys, okay? I mean, you being put in sparring on your first day is already a red flag. It means that the trainer is shit. Are you looking into any high rise apartment? A lot of apartments here are high rise. That just kind of help the way it is, the way the layout here. So, I, For the sake of transparency, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care where I live, as long as it has good internet. I really don't care. I could sleep on the floor. I don't give. I like honestly. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Like I really don't care. Give me computer. Give me something to sleep. Give me running internet, and hopefully not live in the ghetto. And yeah, fine by me. And the shower, yeah. I mean, you can do shower at a public gym, you know. Oh no, no, delete it. There's no problem with that here whatsoever. Like, there's literally no problem here. I actually had a great experience yesterday. I went to the computer shop to buy a cable yesterday, and people ask me like, where are you accent from? I say Israel. I say, oh man, I love Israel. Shalom, shalom. I love Israel. And I'm like, where are you from, dude? He said, like, not where I'm from. I asked him like, how come you love Israel so much? You know, I mean, because in my mind, I thought it would not be that way in an Arab country. He said, I love Israel because they stand up for the Druze. I'm a Druze, and they stand up for the Druze. You know, I'm like, oh, awesome. And he started speaking a little bit of broken Hebrew with me. He said I started learning. You know, did any of your family move out to Israel? No, no, they didn't move out of Israel. And I happen to know. I mean, when I joined the military, I had some funny Druze people with me in where I was at. So I was never in the UAE. I would recommend to try. You would be surprised how safe it is here. Like really, like it's really safe, really safe. Just for reference, there's a synagogue. There are synagogues here. Um, I saw like Haredim walking here. Yeah, and you know that how that goes in some parts of the world. Make a meet and greet in the UAE. Not likely. It's not my thing. It's not necessarily because of safety. It's just not my thing. I like to be. I'm a private person. When I say I'm a private person, it doesn't mean that if you see me on the street and you come to say hello, I'll be like, don't talk to me. I've had people come to me up on the street and say hello. Um, but no, I'm not. It's not that I'm shy. It's that I. No, I wouldn't say I'm shy. It's not the word. I'm just like more of a private person. I'm more of a private person. I don't want people to kind of follow me around or know where I'm at. I like to, you know. What kind of dad do you think you would be to your kid? Do you think you would be strict or more chill? Damage, 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 dude. Damage, damage, damage. Yeah, I don't seek out a lot. Like I don't know. Are you a hugger? I'm a handshaker. I shake everybody's hand. What I thought the new patch notes, we'll get to it. Do you think you will get recognized on the street more often in UAE than in Israel? I actually have no idea, but probably not. I don't think that the gaming culture here is as big as it is in Israel. Are you in a hotel? Kind of, yeah. What's up, Sensei? I hope no damage from a build. It's funny, like you know, you're Ukrainian and you say that because you know how it is with the belt. If you're Ukrainian, Russian, or any USSR kind of person, you know the belt. Yeah, you have trauma from the belt. Would you raise your own Overwatch team? No. When you were in business last time, was it that? It was some parts of it. Yeah, some parts of it. Yeah, yeah. Glad you remember, Mo. Yeah, some of it was. Some of it was. I say this. I usually don't like to travel for leisure. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I go somewhere, I see 2 days, cool, I've been here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really cool. Oh man, that church looks lovely. Wow, okay, that place looks awesome. Oh, that water park is great. Okay, can we go back home and play some Overwatch? Had Christmas dinner yesterday with colleagues and was really productive today. Wait, it's Christmas tech. Like, do you guys start Christmas now? Not in like a week and a half. What's your favorite country you have traveled to? Oh, wow. It's not a country per se. Like for example, I'll give you an example. By the way, Hermano and Lirdon, thank you guys so much for the shouts. I think I said hello, thank you for Hermano, but I didn't say it to Lirdon. Yeah, of course, just did it now. Like for example, when I've been to the U.S., I was in California, specifically like around LA. I didn't like it, but when I visited Miami, I liked it. It's like two different places. But if I go to France and I go to like a ski resort in France, I like it. But if I go to like Lyon, I don't like it. Should try traveling to Japan. Yeah, that's one of my next destinations. I want to travel to Japan for a long time, but the thing about Japan is that it's not like a place that you can because it's well, technically now I'm a lot closer. So yeah, of course, favor. I mean, I know, it's a joke. Visit the UK and you won't come back. I don't have the soundboard. Do you have any other good teaching streamers to recommend? Well, the popular ones are Commander X, Spylo, all of these guys. You can check them out. If you like them, you like them. You ever thought about visiting Brazil? I thought about it, but it's a very, very long way. Like it's across the world. What's your favorite thing about Dubai? You want the honest answer? Safety and no taxes. Safety and no taxes. There are more things, like yesterday at night. It was like 12:30 p.m., 1 p.m., and I wanted to get some food. I was hungry. I wanted to get some food. The great thing that everything's fucking open. You can go somewhere and grab and like get something to eat. There's always a restaurant open, a place open, a market open. Prices are actually cheap. Just going to the supermarket, the prices are fucking cheap. I did not expect them to be that cheap. Do they got 7-Eleven over there? No, but we had that in Israel for like a month and then it failed and then it closed. But all my friends who have been in Japan said 7-Eleven is the shit. It's awesome. It's great. We celebrate pretty early. Lots of people book a couple of weeks off Christmas, so easier to get more people in a bit early on. Oh, I get that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Why didn't I think about it? What are the rent prices there? It depends on what area, but I would say it depends on what area, man. It depends. It can go from like, well, let's talk in USD. It can go. I mean, there are things you can get something for like $700 a month, but it won't be great. It won't be great. I think that studios are usually like on a like something in a nice area. Would be 1,500 a month, I would say. Studio, something like okay, you know, decent quality, not a remote area. It depends. It's like I've seen so much. Okay, something. Do you want something? So the thing, yeah, okay, yeah, I have to first establish something. Okay, I know that I'm kind of like not answering the question, but there's context super important here. First off, it's the standard of living here almost everywhere. Almost everywhere, your basic amenities would be a pool and a gym. every apartment building, every comp, whatever, you have a pool and a gym, and it's fairly like it's most of the time it's like the maintenance on there is good. Everything's clean. The pool looks great. There's always somebody nearby in case I don't know you're fucking drowning. I don't know. There's a lifeguard, whatever. Pool and a gym is everywhere. It's a standard living. You rent an apartment. You have a pool and a gym where you live. Okay, in the apartment. Not in the apartment itself, but like in the building, or if you live in a villa, you have like kind of a shared one. So I would say for a really high end one bedroom, let's just say around 1,000 square meters in a really good area would be give or take $3,000 a month. One bedroom. You can get two bedrooms with more place, a little bit like a little bit distance from the center, uh, at the same price point or lower. It really depends on how new you want, how much amenities you want, and also how well. When I say how close to the center, I wouldn't qualify it that way because in Dubai you have like many centers. There's no one big center. Like there's the most touristic area is the downtown where the big tall building is, the Burj Khalifa. Um, yeah, $3,000 would be something good, like something good for 3,000. 2,000 you can definitely super comfortable. It depends on how many people as well. Like studio for $2,000 a month to a studio, you would kill it. You get something fucking awesome. Pool and gym wherever you go is a great selling point. Well, no, not for me. I mean, how much would you like? How much? Okay, I'll give you. Dude, you know what? Listen. Okay, I'll share a story because let me share a story of the apartment I was looking at yesterday. Okay, yesterday I looked into an apartment. In an apartment, and like it's high floor. I don't know, floor 16 or something. 15. I don't know, high floor. And the lobby, dude, looks like you are at this high-end luxury apartment in GTA. You have this amazing lobby. You have a guy that gives you snacks. You have a guy that gives you coffee. Reception is huge. Looks like a five-star hotel. Okay, everything looks brand new, smooth, luxurious, awesome. Even the apartment, brand new, luxurious, amazing. And the apartment was like 900 square meters. It was a one bedroom apartment, 900 square meters. So you have like a kitchen. The kitchen is in the living room, and it's separated by a bar. So you'll have like a long bar that closes the kitchen where you can sit on the bar and eat. Kitchen area, it's like a square, like you would imagine a kitchen, like a square area. You have a sink, you have a stove, you have a fridge, whatever. Living room, and like you have a bedroom. But then I'm kind of looking at it like, and I'm asking the lady, is this 900 square meters? It seems kind of small. And then I look at the balcony because, by the way, again, kind of like a standard because all the buildings are fairly new. Every apartment has a balcony. And then I look at the balcony, and it's fucking huge. It's a huge balcony. It has a pool. It has a pool. The balcony has a pool, and it's huge. And now I realize why it says 900 square meters because like fucking half of it is a fucking uh, balcony. And I know that most no not square meter not square meters, sorry, square feet, not square meters. It's like 85 square meters. And most people will be like, "Oh my god, a pool at your balcony, your own private pool?" Yeah, but who the fuck is going to use that? Who cares? Like how often, like realistically, how often are you going to use the pool if you had it in your private house? Let's be real. Like how often would you use it? You would use it maybe like 2 times in the first week to like, "Oh my god, I'm like a baller living the awesome life. I have a pool, private pool, blah blah blah." Yeah, but then that's it. But that's it. And then you're left with a balcony and a pool that you never use, and you paid, and it's like takes away like 15 square meters, and you paid for that shit. So yeah, it was nice, it was luxurious, it was great, but I need the extra space for other things. And like, I mean, by the way, the thing is that you say, I mean, Dubai is hot. Yes, but the thing is that every building has its own pool, and had a really big pool for the building, huge pool. It had a huge gym, huge pool for the building. It had a basketball court, a tennis court, a fucking ping pong. I don't know. They had everything. Why do I need a private tiny pool when I can just walk down, take the elevator for 5 seconds, and be in a huge pool? What? Why? Why would I do that? I mean, it was a nice apartment, but like, yeah, I don't. I would like some extra space for private use. Man, it's tiny. It's not like it's not a big pool as you might think it would be. It would fit like maybe two people that can't move. It's like a tiny jacuzzi. A shared pool, yeah, but most people don't go there. Like when I looked at the pool and went down, uh, nobody was there. Nobody was there. What about renting a house? I am renting a house. I'm not buying a house. And they have AC, of course, man. Living here with AC, you would just die. House versus apartment. House is just more expensive. House is just more expensive. They're huge, but they're more expensive. Naturally. What's the temperature there right now? Like 22 Celsius? Very, very great outside now. Yeah, 22 is great at night, but I've been here in summer. It's unbearable. Like in summertime, the weather here is unbearable. It's really bad. Have you tried bouldering? How was it? Yeah, I've tried bouldering. It was great. I've did it for quite some time. Yeah, but the thing is, like, houses and rent are expensive, but it depends on what you compare it to. Like, expensive compared to what? Because if you take the same apartment in London, it would cost you 3 times the amount. If you take the same apartment in New York City, it would cost you 3 times the amount. It depends on where you live, right? But if you take the same apartment in South Dakota, yeah, it might be like 70% of the price. By Varen, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know. But when I reach a new place, I don't like to think about when I'm going to leave it. So it's not something that uh, yeah. Did you bring your? I brought everything with me. I brought everything that I own with me here. My computer is right here next to me. My monitor. I didn't bring my second monitor. I'm gonna get a new one. I've been wanting to upgrade to an OLED monitor for a while now. Now it's gonna kind of give me the kick. Um, yeah. I got my headphones. I love my HyperXs. Have you been to Turkey? No, but I've heard the food is great. But yeah, when my yeah, you gonna start playing 140 1440p? I don't know, but I've heard that the OLED monitors are great. I like watch a review. Like look good. Imagine it must be a bit of a culture shock going from Israel to Dubai. A bit, but not so much because in Israel you can go to a lot of Arab cities and like mixed cities more specifically, and it's like it's not that different. You know, shawarma, kebabs. Will you be vlogging your Dubai experience? No, probably not. I mean, vlogging has never been my thing. I mean, I would like to, I would love to share if that's something that is interesting, but it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a big part of my content regardless. If I'd like share Instagram stories or something, but yeah, IRL stream going to clubs. I don't think you can IRL stream here. Surprisingly, I think that it's you can just film people in public without them knowing about it. You have access to a good gym? Not yet. I have where I'm at the Airbnb. There's like a gym here in the residential building, but I haven't gone yet because I've been looking at apartments the whole day, and you also have to eat, and you also have to go to like some meeting to finalize some stuff. You have to finalize things with the bank account that you've opened. Yeah. So basically, it's gonna take me a little bit. I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, and even then, I try to like I will stream even from this shit setup. Even if the stream is just gonna be me talking or like doing VOD or whatever it may be. We'll do streams here. I'm not gonna be playing for a while for one reason that I don't have a setup here. It's horrible. I can't play. I can't play. So when I get into my own, when I'm gonna settle in my own apartment, the first thing I'm gonna do is get a fucking table, and we're gonna stream that day. Did you did make an old gym video? Yeah, that's true. I did. It's not a gym. Wasn't a gym video. It was gym was a part of the video. But yeah, you're right. Thor. I said hello to Thor. I said thank you to Thor. It's true. What the lady is saying is true. It is something about Israel is that like with all the stuff going on, taxes, war, is that a place for Israelis to call home. And it always feels like that. There's always like even when you travel outside of the country and you hear Israelis, it doesn't matter if it's people that you don't get along with when you're at home. It always kind of lightens up your mood. Callus, thank you to Prime, and appreciate it. Hey, even when I see Israelis here, it lightens up my mood. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Is bro Israeli yet? Did you think about moving to KSA? No, because I'm not allowed in. But yeah, so personal life in short, moved to Dubai. I have a girlfriend for quite some time now. It's not something that I haven't really said. When I say quite some time, yeah. And yeah, and I would like, and I'm going to work to have a family in the near future. That's pretty much in short. Basically, all I've done in the past hour is just answer questions. Isn't Dubai expensive? Not as expensive as people think it is. It depends on where you live around the world. If you live in London, for example, it's a lot cheaper. If you live in New York, it's a lot cheaper. If you live in California, it's a lot cheaper. It depends on where you live. Yes, if you live in like New Delhi in India, yes, it's way more expensive. It depends on where you're from. I'll tell you. Where are you from, Thor? Where are you from, man? Thank you, Sensei. Cannot be more expensive than Canada? No, it's not. It's okay. In California, it's way less expensive than California, like by a large margin. If you even if you, I think that even if you don't account for taxes, it's still less expensive. If you account for the fact that you pay what 37 federal on max high end plus what is it? Sales tax 16, 15, 14. How much? 12 and a half. I don't remember. What's the California tax? 13%? Is it less expensive than Israel? Yes. In California, 725? No, 720. It's not 725? Wait, is it really? Yeah. Wait. California. Ah, yeah, 725. Yeah, my bad. So yeah. So yeah, California is way like it's more expensive significantly. Is it less expensive on Tel Aviv? Yes. Fuck. Yes. I think that like North Tel Aviv is the. I don't think I've seen a place that is less expensive than North Tel Aviv. Israel is not that expensive. Said somebody who has never been to Israel, bro. California, you get its 100 square feet home for 1.5. Yeah, seems like a great deal. For reference, by the way, for reference, in Dubai, you get 100 square feet. I mean, of course, depends where. 1,000 square feet, probably for like 300K max. No, okay, no max, but like 300K. 300, 350K. 300 to 400K, depends. I'm from Petah Tikva. Ask your parents. Dude, don't even ask your parents. Go look at how much apartment costs at the nice place at the nicest areas in the city. Just go look. Just go look. Do you bring your car? No, I can't bring my car. I left my car with my parents. I gave them the car and said they you can sell it and take the money. So yeah, guys, expect the stream for the past few days at least for the time being to be a little bit scuffed. Not a whole lot of gameplay, unfortunately, because well, I mean, I could technically play, but I would lose my rank in no time because I can't even move my mouse properly. Uh, gotta be talking, gotta be doing a bunch of stuff. But to be honest, I enjoy talking to chats. We're playing Vendetta. Yeah, I want as soon as I settle, I'm gonna do a Vendetta on ranked GM. That's for sure. But I also would like to kind of speed up the process of getting an apartment because I don't want to hold on to because Airbnbs are expensive. I pay 1100 like just for reference, I pay about $1,100 a week to stay here at a random Airbnb, and I don't even know where I'm at. I mean, I do. It's a nice place. It's a nice area, but you know. So I would like to get this into an apartment so I don't have to pay that much money. 150K for 100 meters is cheap. 150K for 100 meters is actually pretty good. 150K USD for 100 meters, 100 square meters, pretty good. Get a house in decent place, set up shit. No. Like, listen, at these times, I don't really have anything to do besides. Yeah, I don't have much to do. Most of the things that I do are in the mornings and the afternoons. Um, well, we're looking at apartments. It's not very common to look at apartments at like 8 p.m. Usually people do it in the afternoon times. Is there good food there? Yeah, yeah. To be honest, I can't say I eat the cleanest food right now because sometimes when I'm walking by, just when I want some food, I just whatever's nearby, I just grab. Um, I mean, today, for example, I ate Wendy's. It wasn't bad, but how's the hummus? I didn't try it. Didn't try. DC Rogan Rival seems very interesting. Seems very interesting. Did you know what you wanted to make? Do you want to make content when you were a kid, or do you think you wanted to do? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fucking firefighter. I know. Uh, so how would you know if you're gonna stay there or not? It's a good question. It's a good question. But yeah, I just grab whatever I can. I mean, the thing is, what I'll say about food here is that if you go, when you go to university, no. So when I go to the supermarket, for example, you have the on like they make food on the spot in the supermarket. And when they make food and they make fresh food in the supermarket, like chicken or rice and chicken or fucking tikka masala or whatever you want or whatever you want. They make it on the spot. They make it fresh and everything, fruit, vegetables, whatever you want. And like a full meal would cost you maybe $5 of good food, like good fresh food in a like a box. You can eat. You can get by eating outside, like at the made food in the supermarket. Like think about Costco rotisserie chicken, just way more options. Do you meet fellow Israelis around you? Yeah, I do. How was the McDonald's? Not that different from Israel, but it was hello like at least 50% of the price. So I grabbed like a big bowl of fruit. I think it cost me like $5. Fresh, fresh fruit. Pineapples, watermelons, mangoes, cut, boom. In a box, cut, boom. $5. Was Chips a good player on Doom? Yeah, on Doom. Just so you know, awkward from does UAE give permanent residence through marriage? Well, you get residency. The residence is not permanent. Residence is either usually 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years. It depends on something. It's not that you can't live here after; you just have to renew it. Beautiful nose, thank you. Yeah, I was surprised as well, Sensei. I was surprised as well, but think safe here. Everybody's cool. I get more positive experiences than negative experience. I mean, I didn't have a negative experience yet. Did you read some good books recently? Do you have any favorite picks? No. So let's get into the patch notes. I want to see what the patch notes season. Okay. Let's read the patch notes together. What sold you in Dubai specifically? Well, I've had recommendations from few people that relocated here, and I also visited here a few times, and I liked it. But honestly, no taxes, no taxes. Thank you for gifting a sub, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Thank you. What is the time difference between Israel and the UAE? So here, as far as I understand, in UAE they don't have daylight savings, so it's 2 hour difference in winter and 1 hour difference when it's daylight savings or non-daylight saving. And basically in the summer it's one in the summer it's 1 hour. Now in winter time it's 2 hours. They don't move the clock here. Okay, let's see. Are these the patch notes? You guys tell me if you can see the screen in just a second. Wait, why is it? Okay. Okay, let me see if I can put the chat here. Boom, boom. Yeah, working with one monitor is so bad. One monitor is just so bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to? Okay, let's just read. Competitive updates. Top 500 been upgraded to Challenger tier. Challenger leaderboard is now organized by Challenger score. Winning a match at or above Diamond 5 in core competitive play or All-Star 5 in Stadium, now Grand Challenger score. The exact Challenger score players get for a win is based on the highest ranked player in each match. A map of ranked Challenger score payout is included at the end of the section. Losing a match at above Diamond 5 will subtract 33% of the Challenger score a player would gain at a rank according to the table below. The highest ranked player in the match is not used to calculate Challenger score for losses. Wouldn't you want to queue with higher ranked people that way? What? Okay, whatever. Um, Challenger scores recorded over the course of a season and reset to 0 when the season ends. Okay, that's clearly a retention thing. Then, if it resets, then everybody starts from 0. So like it's a full reset every season. Challenger score gains a hit bonus each consecutive week of the season of 5%. Example, at the end of a 9-week season, a win would be worth 40% more Challenger score. What? Okay, guys, check this out. Check this out. This okay. This kind of confirms what I had in mind. Move the camera. Oh, oops. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Sorry. Okay, listen to this. I was wondering what the fuck were drives. What was the purpose? I was saying, what was the fuck was the purpose of drives? And I've come to the realization that drives exist because people don't play at the end of the season. Not a lot of people play at the end of the season, so they had to do something to bring more people to play at the end of the season, right? To cause FOMO, exactly, to cause fear of missing out. That's true. So now they did the same thing with this thing. So that kind of confirms the thing. Nobody plays at the end of the season. How the fuck are we going to make people play at the end of the season? Simple. Let's just make sure that a win will be worth 30% more at the end of the season. Challenger score can't be earned in wide matches. Challenger score earned role queue is applied to both role-specific leaderboards and the combined leaderboard. Challenger score earned in open queue and stadium are accumulated in separate leaderboards. Okay. Challenger score has been added to the career profile. Challenger score has been added to competitive. Okay, dude, like fuck, I'm gonna read all of this. Cool. Verified Challenger tier players will now be able to link their social channels directly from Challenger leaderboards, allowing everyone to watch some of our highest skilled players live on various platforms. The first wave of players with this privilege will start small and will expand to this group over time. The players that are currently live in the game client will have a red highlight on their streaming link. This change, I like. I like this change. I like this change. But you know what I don't like this change? I don't like this change is that that you, in order for your socials to show, I mean, for the most part, your socials usually people look at the first 2 pages of the leaderboard. Normally, people don't scroll to like page number 5. They usually look at now who is top 10. Like 90% of people like look who's top 10, and maybe some scroll like maybe the other like like 10%, 50% scroll to page number 2, and then you have like a very select few who really go to like page 36 or whatever. So the people that are going to show their social link on the top of the leaderboards are going to be the people that actually play the most, which kind of makes sense because with Blizzard you would rather reward people who play your game more and like kind of showcase them more. And also, it will make people play more because if you're already on the top of the leaderboard, let's just play more games so I can be on the leaderboard so people will watch me. All of this is about retention. All of this is literally about retention. All of this. All of this is made so people would play Overwatch more throughout the entire season. Players no longer have to win a specific number of games to appear on the leaderboard. Okay, I mean, they kind of do. They do. You have to win enough to be 4,000, right? You have to win 4,000, like 4,000 points. Whatever. Um, there is no longer time delay before the leaderboards appear. Good. I don't know. I didn't. That was really bad. I don't know why they like why did it happen. It was like I felt like it was bugging out. Each leaderboard has a challenge score requirement. Once players meet the requirement, they will immediately appear on the leaderboard. The requirement is follows: combine 5,000, open queue 5,000, stadium 5,000. Each role in core 5v5 and stadium 4,000. Okay, because that's where most people play, and they wanted to lower it so more people would show. I get it. Or I think that it could be what I just said, or more people just simply play that role for longer periods of time, aka there's more retention here in comparison to here, so they made the number higher. Endorsement level 2 is required, starting level for new players in season 19. So basically, if nobody like does the endorsement, you will be forever in quick play. Interesting. Very interesting. imagine you purposely out of four stock just cock people, like cock the guy out, never endorse him, and he gets perma stuck in quick play. Having to link your account limits the amount of Smurfs in top 500. I haven't thought about it. That's actually a good point. It's not even about the linking your account. It's about the fact that you are not like. I mean, it's about the fact that you will not show yourself. You'll not be on the leaderboard, right? But I don't think that most players who have alt accounts make the alt accounts to be on the leaderboard. I think they do it because they're tired of waiting in queue. That's what I think. Many usability improvements have been made to the leaderboard screen, such as the ability to scroll, the ability to search the leaderboard for a player's name, a go to be button, and filters for players using social links and described above. Rewards for challenger tier will be improved over top 500s, but the exact improvements will be revealed as we get closer when they'll be awarded in season 21. AKA, we don't exactly sure, which is okay. Yeah, that's a crazy number. Champion 3200. Okay, okay. That I mean that seems pretty reasonable. That seems fairly reasonable. I mean that makes it just more. I mean, is it does it really? Let me think. I mean, I don't know. You have to win 3 GM5. Okay, that it seems pretty close and reasonable. Champion players now must be within one division to be in an arrow group. Makes sense. I think it's a good move. Min-maxing is pretty horrible experience. Grandmaster and master players now be within two divisions to be in the same. Okay, I think that. You know what? That's actually a good change. I think these are good changes because these are like the top. Like these are the top 5% of the entire player base as a whole group. As a whole group, so that's a good point because these are like kind of competitive people and that want a competitive advantage. Go back to champ. Thank you for 3 months, man. I have a question. So if you say something Blizzard doesn't agree with, then you don't get social link privilege. Is that? I think is it? I mean, I don't. I'd say it would be. It would seem pretty odd. Divisions like GM3 and GM5. Yeah. That's what they mean. GM3 and GM5. Yeah. Hello, Corrupson. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Cheater compensation. In core competitive modes, players will periodically get a rank progress return for matches that were found to have a cheater. That's awesome. I don't know why they didn't do it yet. Awesome. Because back in the day, especially in high elo, what we used to do is we used to draw the game when there was a cheater. Well, when everybody was actually respectful to each other, we used to draw. But drawing a game would take you at least 8 minutes, which sucks ass. Okay. Okay, let's read the list of the buffs and nerfs. Let's see what's up. Have you encountered a cheater lately? No, I don't think there's that. I don't think cheaters are as common in high ranks as people make it out to be. Like, I very rarely see cheaters. Rarely. Sometimes they do, but rarely. But I don't know if that's the case in meta ranks and diamond. Okay, carnage uptime is high due to its cooldown refund individual multiple hits, increasing the base cooldown, reduce the whole preserving its rewarding potential. Okay, don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference, anyways. I mean, the carnage, the big axe swing, is not what makes this character strong, anyways. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like a terrible loss. Hazard, I think he needed a nerf, but let's see. With recent adjustments to Hazard block effectiveness, we're restoring some of Jagged Wall's previous strength. These changes make the wall a more reliable option for both defensive and offensive pressure. Knockback damage increased from 40 to 50, health increased from 350 to 400. Don't know why they did that. I don't know. I don't think it needed a nerf. That wall was like nobody broke that wall anyways. Nobody was breaking that wall either way. You wouldn't break that wall. Um, and wait, let me leave the game here. And let me make this full screen then. Okay. Supposedly full screen. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. They didn't need the nerf. Nobody destroyed that wall. That the wall was the most annoying. I mean, not the most annoying, but it was the annoying part of the kit. They needed a buff. I don't think they should have touched him, but whatever. Reinhardt, Earth Shatter has the potential to swing fights and is often general quickly in close range engagement. Increasing the ultimate cost better aligns its charge rate with its overall impact. Ultimate cost increased by 9%. Like who is going to tell Blizzard that by the time you get one Earth Shatter, the game is over? Did somebody tell Blizzard that? Do they have like a stat that tells them how long it takes them to get an ultimate? Because I highly doubt that you would get a shatter faster than like you would get a shatter faster than 2 minutes in like meta ranks even. And also because I think that Reinhardt is probably has the like it's the highest death tank in the game. So you would die a lot, which means you don't get ult charge. It's one of the hardest things to actually get ult charge on because you have to close the distance on people all the time. That's for meta ranks, obviously. Do you think so? Look, we'll kind of I'll kind of like talk about this. I don't want to, but all I'm gonna say is that all of this is clearly for meta ranks. That like they have has nothing to do with high rank at all. Sigma can struggle to secure eliminations in certain matchups. Yes, like every other hero should be. Increasing direct impact damage rewards precision and improves key breakpoints when comboing with the rest of this kit. Impact direct damage increased from 15 to 25. You know what? I'm okay with that change. I'm okay with that change. Make the skill ceiling a little bit higher. I'm okay with that change. Recon mode damage is often weak compared to other heroes, making Bastion overly dependent on sentry mode. A higher fire rate helps smooth out the weapon's flow, and increases threat while in recon mode. Fire rate increased from 5 to 6 shots per second. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, they are right in premise. They are right in their premise, somewhat right in their premise, that outside of turret form, Bastion is kind of ass. But with the new addition of the perks, that you, well, let me test this actually. With the new addition of the perks that you can shoot triple mines, it's not that bad. You would have 2 mine sequences between turret form, which does a lot of damage, and it's not like Bastion doesn't do damage right now. Let me test this actually. Let me check this out. I think that makes Bastion a little bit OP. I'm not even kidding. No. Is it 5 to 6? 5 to 6 shots per second, actually quite a lot. I think that character might be broken, guys. Let me check. Okay, now I can see you. I open the chat. Let me test this, please. Let me test this. %20 faster? Yeah, that's then it's broken. Wow. Okay.
Double kill.
Why would you use that then? Okay, never mind. I get it. Yeah, that's very strong. That's very strong actually. Yeah, that's very yeah, it's really really strong. It's better. Like it's not an exaggeration that I'm saying this character is actually broken. I ironically think that Bastion was a really strong character even before the buff. That made him absolutely broken. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad for high ranks. I don't think it makes. I mean, it makes a difference in meta ranks, but that's what the change is for. Anyways, Freya. Freya's long-range kill potential primarily comes from landing 2 explosive bolts in quick succession. These changes shift power and breakpoints away from take aim and in more toward her base kit, reducing distance lethality while improving her consistency elsewhere. Redraw crossbow damage increased from 25 to 30, so the redraw damage. So this one is just the basic right click. It's not the right. It's not the right click. It's the left click, which is okay. Take aim directed damage reduced from 40 to 30. Okay. Explosion damage reduced from 90 to 80, so that's minus 20 damage. So we would hit 30, 80, 110. 110 double is 220. I don't know. Distance traveled increased by 15%. I don't know why they did that. Quick dash, especially with the perk, was actually quite a mobile ability. Show patch. Oh, wait, my bad. Show patch. Yeah, my bad, guys. She doesn't kill with 2 right clicks right now. Yeah, that's bad. I think it was. I think that Freya needed a nerf, but that's a really big nerf. I think that's way too big of a nerf. Way too big. What I wanted to nerf is just to simply remove 1 dash, so you couldn't just do triple shot. I think it would have been fine. Hinder duration of the hit target increased from 1.2 to 1.4. Area slowed increased from 25 to 45. That's a pretty big buff. I mean, considering you will probably get less ult charge now, and you get, if you kept the same ult charge and you added this, it would be obnoxious. Well, then you make this character essentially an ult bot. I mean, it's a pretty big nerf, and it's a nerf overall. But the ult is easier to get value from. Very difficult to miss. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. I think that this character needed a nerf. No, let's be real. Nobody liked to get shot across the map and just explode. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. The Freya's kit was obnoxious to play against. Even if you don't think that Freya was overpowered, playing against that was really annoying. You would just get spammed out randomly, double clicked across the map, and it was pretty horrible experience to play. The travel speed of Junkrat's grenade is limiting, especially with the overall increase in hero mobility. Increasing projectile speed without dude, hero mobility. Have they not seen me review Gurkmeister? Come on, man. Increasing projectile speed without altering the arc should improve consistency while preserving weapon feel. The frag cannon perk adjustments keeps its bonus within reasonable bounds while removing its perk's downside. Projectile speed increased from 25 to 30. Good change. Kraken. Projectile speed increased from speed reduced from 40% to 25. So okay, but that keeps it the same thing. Keeps the same speed. No lowering reduced ammo capacity. That makes Junkrat super viable. That your projectiles were slow, very, very hard to hit. With the new added perk, they removed that inconsistency, but it came with a drawback. And the drawback was that it's simply you lose one bullet. You lose one bullet. And now when they removed that, Junkrat does not really have a drawback. Let me think. What Junkrat now does not have? High burst damage, consistent high burst damage because faster projectile, good movement with mine, strong ultimate. Dude, not even kidding. Junkrat and Bastion are amazing. Like Bastion is OP. Bastion is OP, right? I'm just gonna say it. Bastion is OP. Junkrat is very strong. Reaper needed a nerf. Let's see what happened. Reaper sustained from his passive leads to high survivability in close range duels. Slight reduction in lifesteal maintains durability while reducing his self-healing reliability in extended engagements. Lifesteal reduced from 30 to 25. It's good. It's a good nerf. Not a big one. Doesn't make him useless. He still played the same. Great. It's a good nerf. Vendetta. Okay, that character needed a buff, in my opinion. It was pretty shit beforehand, and with a buff, let's see. Vendetta performed well during her hero trial through her effectiveness, fell off at some at the higher ranks. These changes are mainly aimed at making her abilities feel more responsive, awesome, to better flow between them. That's really good. That one of my own feedbacks. That was my biggest feedbacks that they're not too responsive and they don't flow well. To help keep her engagement rate in check, we're reducing the maximum distance you can now throw the sword with soaring slice. That's good. But this means it'll also take less time to perform and a bit snappier. Love that change. Love that change. That's a great change. The survivability perks have been buffed slightly to make the choices more competitive. Okay, that's good. I haven't read into it yet, but that's good. That's good. Took way too long to fucking throw the sword. Yeah, I'm glad. Reduce recovery time. Piloting Fang overhead. Reduce recovery time. So fast, just whoop. Okay, good. So all of the abilities, the recovery time is shorter. That's great. That's awesome. Projectile speed increased from 33 to 37. Good. I like that. Soaring Slice. Max throw distance reduced from 16 to 40. Not a big nerf. It's a good nerf. I don't think she should have thrown it that far away. Lifesteal increased from 30 to 40, which is okay. Swift mentions over health increased from 125 to 150. Still a shit perk. You could give it 5,000 health and it would still be pretty bad. Not really, but it will still be pretty bad. Venture deleted from the game. Oh no, that was my own intrusive thoughts. Venture shield generation ability used to provide strong consistent viability, reducing the shield amount slightly. Reduce the shield amount forever. All of it. Their gameplay loop will offering more opportunities for opponent to apply pressure. Shield health gain per ability reduced from 30 to 25. Not enough. Just literally remove it to like 10. Not kidding. Remove it to 10 and then we'll have a case. And then we will have a case. Really bad. She's a nightmare at the moment. Well, yeah, that was a pretty big buff. Vendetta is like it's a huge buff, like a really big one. And I'm glad they buffed her because now I think they will have to nerf her, and then we're gonna kind of like land in this sweet spot. I think, by the way, for my own opinion, you would have made Vendetta great if everything was just more responsive. You didn't need to add all of this. You didn't need to do like all of that. All you had to do is that your recovery times are faster and it feels snappier. Throw the sword snappier. Click shift snappier. You know, like like the overheads are snappier. All you have to do is this. You didn't have to add all of these extra numbers. It would have been just fine. Baptiste, while Immortality Field remains one of the stronger abilities in the game, it is extremely long cooldown can feel difficult to use effectively for such a reactive tool. Reducing the cooldown gives Baptiste more flexibility without increasing its overall effectiveness. Cooldown reduced from 25 to 22. That makes sense. I think that Immortality Field is an outdated ability. You have so many abilities now that keep people alive, and Immortality Field with all the new perks and all the new stuff, just with all the new heroes, all the new abilities, just get destroyed so fast that I think that you can. I'm not even joking. You could probably put it in like on a 17-second cooldown, it would still be fine. So yeah, it's a good buff. Captive Sun projectile size allowed to be intercepted from far distances than intended, reducing the hit volume, clarifies perceived size, and improves counterplay for enemies. Captive Sun projectile size reduced from 0.75 and pretty 0. To 0.45. It's pretty big nerf, but I also think that the fact that you could miss everyone by a large margin and still hit them, it's ridiculous. Do you think older heroes need a rework? The thing is that you don't actually, that the great thing about perks is that you don't even need to rework anything. You can just add them as a perk, right? Like, I'll give you an example. You yeah, you can do with Reinhardt. Reinhardt has no mobility, right? It's a buff. Wait, what am I missing then? Projectile size reduced from 0.75. Captive Sun, is that not the ultimate? If you reduce the projectile of the ultimate, doesn't mean that when it has to hit closer to the enemies? Maybe I'm not understanding that. Oh, projectile size, not the explosion radius. I get it. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Projectile. So. Okay. So like basically, it would, instead of hitting a wall, it would, like if there was a big door frame. Now instead of hitting the wall trying to get into the door frame, it would actually get into the door frame. Is that kind of the type of nerf that is? Part of deflector matrix. Okay. 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 I get it. Okay. I don't know. I don't think it needs. I don't need. Definitely didn't need a buff. Ilari is really strong. Many blaster can now deal critical damage against enemies. What do we have here? What do we have ourselves here?
One small step at a time. I promise that was not personal.
I mean, in reality, it's not gonna be like that. Yeah, I mean, they're not moving. It's really hard to hit that burst weapon. Hard. Need to have really good tracking. But let's just. It's not. It's a buff. It's not amazing. Like it's good, but it's not like it's amazing. Like imagine doing this, and they're not moving. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good buff. Pretty good buff. Yeah. No, nothing to say. Pretty good, like pretty good buff. It's way better. Yeah, it's way better. Rapid fire perk. Yeah, but the rapid fire only like it you get it after like 5 minutes, and like after 4 to 5 minutes, and also you uh, it's specific, like it works in specific scenarios. Yeah, I get it that it's cool, but Kiriko Kunai has strong damage output given its high critical and lack of fall off, reducing projectile size, increasing the accuracy requirement while maintaining her lethality. Kunai base projectile size reduced from 0.15 to 0.12. This is a great nerf, by the way. Kiriko needed the nerf. I don't know why they did that nerf to Tracer and Genji. I think they should have started with Kiriko first, because I think that the biggest beneficiary from the projectile size buff is Kiriko, because you have no fall off. You can sometimes throw these fucking kunais across the map and hit people randomly. It's a little bit obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. I like this. I like this nerf, and I play Kiriko. Don't get me wrong. I like this nerf. Um, Yeah, step in the right direction. Wu Yang movement burst from rushing torrent allows for quick repositioning, but can be difficult to punish due to how the speed bonus over its duration. I agree. Slightly reducing the boost lessens how elusive he becomes throughout the ability. Rushing torrent movement speed boost reduced from 50% to 40%. Good nerf. Overall, good nerf. Yeah. I think that he has way too survivability. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. Stadium, I'm not going to read. I don't really care. Is that it? Okay. I mean, look, these two are so out of touch, buff nerfs. Like, whoa. But where I was getting with this whole thing before, is that clearly, guys, clearly Blizzard don't care about higher ranked players, and they nerf about meta ranks, and it makes sense. I'm not bitter about it. I get it. I don't think this philosophy is necessarily the correct one. I don't think it's the right thing to do to cater your balancing towards lower levels, because what ends up happening is that you kind of, so when you cater to, let me phrase this. When you make characters that are good in higher ranks, not good in low rank, it's just purely through skill, right? And when you buff them in low ranks, it means they become obnoxiously OP in high ranks, right? They get obnoxiously OP in high ranks, right? But usually people follow what they see in high ranks. The average player either sees a YouTube video of a high rank player play, they either watch a streamer of a streamer play, or they watch like a pro match, which is most people don't watch, but still. Most lower rated players, they still get the idea of how they want to play from higher ranked players. It doesn't matter if it's Twitch, YouTube, whatever it may be, right? So they try to follow suit, which what inevitably ends up happening a lot of times is that you have a bunch of players who are starting to play the heroes more correctly just by observing how they're meant to be played. And then they inevitably rank up. And when they rank up because their hero got buffed and they didn't really learn anything because, well, their hero just got buffed, is that you end up with a cycle of constantly needing to balance the heroes for meta rank players forever. Um, you will need, because the meta rank players of before got to a higher rank, and now the higher rank they become obnoxiously OP, and now you have to again balance the game, but you can't balance the game around the high rank, and then you go to balance the game about the low rank, and then you make a hero OP in high rank, but still just a bit way better above average in meta ranks, but they still learn from the high ranks. It's like this endless loop of you constantly buff and nerf heroes, and you inflate the high ranks. And the reason why I think that balancing should come from the top down is that while it kind of might feel more frustrating to play at times, I think that generally people who are the casual players, whether they play quick play or like in meta ranks, which is the vast majority of the player base, they don't necessarily stop playing the game because heroes are bad. They really don't. I mean, think about it. Mercy. Most support players, the second most picked support hero is Mercy. And that is actually the worst hero you can pick if you want to rank up. I don't think there's a correlation between how bad or a good hero a hero is in comparison to churn, into comparison to people not wanting to play the damn fucking video game. So when you balance the game from the top down, what ends up happening is that your skill ceiling and your skill floor might be higher, which might frustrate the meta rank players a little bit more. That being said, they're more likely to stay once they have actually learned how to play the character. Once so it's for most people like that in general. It's like a general rule. Most people quit at the beginning because they're really bad at what they do. What it doesn't really matter. Could be the gym, could be golf, could be basketball, could be accounting. When you're really bad at something, you're more likely to quit. And once you hit the initial hurdle of not being bad and just getting it, just kind of getting it, right? You are more likely to stay. You are less likely to leave the game. You want to play more. It's like getting, like I'm getting it. The majority don't really care about learning, which I would agree with. I would agree with that. So if you don't care about learning, you don't need to make like heroes OP. On the other hand, you would keep more players engaged with your game and want to play more if you actually put a little bit of effort into. So clearly all of these changes are obviously not for high ranks, and as I said, I'm not bitter. Understandable. Blizzard at the end of the day is a company and they need to make money, and their money comes from not me, not players like me, and honestly, probably not players like you. Most of the people in my chat actually care about improving for the most part, right? They are more competitive by nature. They care about improving, and they don't make money on you. They make money on people who play their game a lot. They make money on people who play their game a lot in like you might be playing the game a lot. I might be playing the game a lot, but not as much as casual players, and also not on the same frequency as casual players. And also, we don't attach our boredom or like how much we don't want to play the game on a rank. So most people who Blizzard really cares about are meta rank players and quick play players. So yeah, so they all of these changes so all of these changes are basically catered to these people, and it's clearly they try their best to improve retention, because I think that Blizzard is losing on. I think that Blizzard, like we have moved as an industry, as the gaming industry, we've kind of strayed away from competitive. If you've noticed, right? Like think about it. What was the last real competitive game that came out? The real competitive game. When I say real competitive game, I mean an unchanging game that stands on its toes without super hyper content. And yes, the game is Valorant. The game is Valorant. But the thing about Valorant, right? By the way, when I say truly a competitive game, I talk about Counter Strike. You know, Counter Strike is a game that hasn't changed fundamentally like the past 2 decades. The only things that are content in this game are like skins, new skins. But we, as an industry, as the gaming industry, shifted from wanting to play true competitive games to we want content, we want the new thing, we want a new skin, we want this, we want that. Like, think about Valorant for a second. If you look about Valorant, if you look at Valorant, and you remove the new skins and you remove the new agents, how many people do you think are actually going to play Valorant? Like, let's be real here. Do you think many people are like how much of the player base do you think they would lose if Riot announced tomorrow no more skins, no more fucking new skins, no more agents? A lot. Yeah, that's true. A lot. Um, why would any money create a game to be competitive, not for money? The thing is, so what I'm saying is that back in the day, competitive would be the money because we as consumers is what we wanted. We wanted a competitive game. We wanted to sit and play 30, 40-minute games. We didn't care about skins. We wanted to log on, shoot, kill, win, and and feel good about us winning. But now we have shifted into more short attention span. We don't want to play a 40-minute game, and that, by the way, that's why games like Dota. I mean, it's not exactly they lose numbers, but they don't grow in the same rate. League and Dota don't grow at the same rate as they did previously, even though more people play video games nowadays. Because Dota and League games last for like 30 minutes at least. They're pretty fucking long games. The audience now, short retention, fast game. Notice here, by the way, all of the modes that have been added, everything so quickly. Like back in Overwatch 1, you could like having a 15 to 20-minute game was so normal. Now, dude, even a 15-minute game is a long game in Overwatch. Marvel Rivals, dude, on average, Marvel Rivals game would last 8 minutes. 8 minutes. You want to see things go faster. You want the game to be faster. You want to see your rank go up faster. You want to see your points go faster. And the problem with that is that when you want everything to be faster and you want to see the dopamine hits all the time, is that it's very easy to crash. It becomes very boring. So you have to release constantly new content so you wouldn't be bored. So there's the next thing to be attracted to, or the next big shiny icon, the next big thing. We have moved away. Competitive gaming is on it's drastically falling off. We are talking like new, fast, quick, funny, like high dopamine games nowadays. That's the meta. New skins, new this, new that, and Blizzard obviously are now making adjustments as well. They also they change. They don't do you think they care about like champion players, grandmaster players? Guys, you're like the top 1%. Who cares about you? They care about the people who are low ranked, and that's completely fine. But still, we need to make this. We need to make some sort of a balance. We can't always fall into the trend. Like Blizzard is falling to the trend. I would like Blizzard to be innovative and create the trends and set the trends. I mean, but change is not always worse. Change is not always worse. If you guys remember, like your parents probably, they didn't want to go on with technology. Oh, who needs a phone? We can just use the mail. Oh, who needs this? We can just use the old. I mean, we as people, we like our comfort. We don't like to adapt changes. And maybe the change is good and will bring better things in the future. That being said, I don't think that being competitive and competition is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think that it makes people just perform and do better. Um, I think it just makes people try harder, like play better, create better products, whatever it may be, which is really good. Like it leads to innovation. Competitive leads to innovation. That's what I was like trying to say. And it kind of sucks that people stay away from we're kind of straying away from the competitive environment. It kind of sucks, but I do still think that because it's moving away from competitive and competitive will become more niche, it will actually grow and make a comeback in the future. That's my belief. We're gonna go first circle. The competitive players are gonna be pushed into this low corner, and eventually they're gonna become this ultra competitive and grow and find a way to grow the competitive scene, and it will go full circle back into away from the short attention span flop to something that is a little bit more competitive. Merry Christmas to you too, David, man. Good to have you here. Gotta be too old to be any good at that point? No, I don't think so. I think that with the pace now, trends change super quickly. Like for a trend, for things to change, it would take sometimes a decade back in the day, but nowadays, like a year, boom, you already forgot everything in the past. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with most of what you guys say, but I think that me myself, I cultivate an audience that is kind of like me. We're a little bit more competitive, so naturally, we're going to agree more. Uh, can you please explain the meta ranks versus high ranks, the game change? Can you explain what do you mean, Switch? What do you mean? The winning mentality for wanting to improve can be thought. Uh, it's not exactly that it can't be taught. It's more so that if you're not going to do the thing that you're supposed to do, you're never going to win. People say that the game changes once you hit diamond. What changes? I think that when you hit diamond, you're at the rank that is above average, and when you're at above average, you're like kind of okay. I mean, I can actually rank up. You almost like gain this competitive sentience. You at diamond, you feel like so. I'm gonna give the analogy. It's a really good point. I'm going to give an analogy. So let's say that you are the average guy, you have the average job, and let's say you make like $3,000 a month. Every year maybe you get like a 10% raise, whatever. Uh, work 8 times, like work 5 days a week, 8 hours a shift, whatever. You get it, right? And life goes by, and you get your 10% raise every year, and everything's okay. But when you, for example, have your own business or you have your own company, the hurdle starts initially. Like you make no money, you might lose even money at the beginning. But after you make like, when you have your own business and you make like $3,000, and you make $4,000, and you make $5,000, you see it goes up fast. You like starting to see like a big door opens up to you. Like, whoa! I mean, it is actually possible to make more. Like, there's no limit. I mean, I'm at a level where my previous beliefs have now shattered. I thought I'm gonna get stuck at making like $2,000 a month forever. Maybe next year to like 10% raise, 2,200, whatever. But now when I do my own thing, and I see that I'm not making $2,200 a month. I make like 5,000. I make like 10,000. I make like 20,000. You're like, oh shit! This I I can do something about it. Like you almost become sentient to reality, right? And it's the same thing with diamond, right? It's the same thing with diamond. You hit diamond and you lift meta ranks. Like everybody's in meta ranks. I was hard stuck meta ranks forever, but now I'm diamond, and now there's like a masters in my lobby, and I'm playing in masters, and I actually won some fights against masters players. Like, oh wait, I can actually improve. I mean, there's something I can do and improve and go up to Masters. And when you hit Masters, like, fuck, I hit Masters. Shit, I can hit GM. And then you hit GM, you're like, okay, I'm top 1%. I'm pretty fucking good. Can probably hit Champion. Then you get to Champion. Okay, I got to Champion. It's like top 0.001%. And I'm like, okay, I can be one of the best players in the world. Like, and Diamond, this the world of leaving the average meta ranks behind and realizing you can be more opens up to you psychologically. The only thing mentally that happened once I hit diamond a few days ago is that I'm scared to queue. But hey, before you hit diamond, you were not scared to queue, right? What do you hit gold? Were you scared to queue? No, because in your mind it was a low rank. Who cares? Like it's not impressive. That's what I'm saying. It's like diamond is now more impressive. That's why you're scared to lose it. Diamond is a lot easier to get now. I don't know. I think the percentage wise is still kind of the same, right? Sorry for all your losses. Good luck on your next chapter. I've been marrying for 10 years and have 3 kids and can say it's definitely been worth it. Thank you for the first of all, thank you for the encouraging words and bless you. 3 kids, married 10 years. Ah, you know, lovely, dude. You made my night better. Thank you for the $5, dude. But either way, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna stream more, and when I get my setup correctly, we're gonna go back to regular streams. I'm gonna look for new apartments. I've got some things to take care of. Moving a country logistically is not always the easiest thing, especially when there's the financial burden. But Not complaining. I've been doing pretty well for the past couple years, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for chatting. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for everything. If you're interested in coaching, rankupacademy.gg. We also have a holiday promo until the end of the month. We want to do it for the winter holidays, for Christmas, just for you. $25, you'll be able to get a VOD review and a 5-day access to Rank Up Academy, to join the live coaching sessions that we have, to watch the new classes. And the new classes, we're gonna release them eventually to be for free. Like I've released the previous one, I would like you guys to learn. I'm probably gonna post them on the main channel as well. You guys have a lovely rest of the day, lovely rest of the night. Join my Discord, by the way. We have free stuff in Rank Up Academy. Go to rankupacademy.gg. We also have free stuff, free classes, free stat evaluation, free hero guys. You guys have a good one. We'll see each other very, very soon. Back to regular streams from a new place, which means usually more innovation. More innovation. We're gonna do good things. Thank you guys for the kind of words, and thank you guys for the support. Bye bye.